House Republicans are doubling down within this hour for the second time in as many weeks. The House is expected to vote on a resolution that will censure the Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff. He was the top Democrat in the House, you might remember, leading investigations into Donald Trump and Russia. Now that Republicans control the House, they are seeking retribution against him. The censure vote comes as some House Republicans want to push forward with an impeachment of President Biden. However, in a closed-door meeting earlier today, the House Speaker Kevin McCarthy pushed back on the idea of impeaching the president at this point in time. Panel, hello. Everyone doing good? You got your coffee, you got your snacks?
That's right.
We're just watching all the fighting.
That's all for the sidelines here. Mark, start with you. You ran legislative affairs for the White House. When you see what's going on, Republican White House, when you see what's going on with what they're doing in the House and Adam Schiff, is this smart? Is this right? Is this how they should be using their time?
Well, I mean, I argue probably not, but at the same time, Blake, let's keep in mind that the day that Donald Trump was sworn into office, the front page of the Washington Post said the impeachment begins.
Right.
So let's be honest, they did that for 4 years throughout the entire Trump administration, and maybe I think we've lowered the standard of what impeachment should be, but I'm sure there's a sense of turnabout is fair play at some level.
It feels like when we talk about impeachment, it's like the Oprah scene. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. We're at the like, you're going to get impeached, you're going to get impeached, you're going to get impeached. That's where we are right now here in Washington, is it not?
Well, look, for the Republicans, for McCarthy's considerations, this is a vote he does not want his members to have to take, right? Because there's a bunch of Republicans that don't want to undertake impeachment proceedings against Joe Biden right now, and that it wouldn't be good for the Constitution or practical, or there's a lot of reasons not to do it at this moment. But if it comes to a vote, they're going to feel pressure to vote for it, and if they vote against it, they're going to get primaried, right? And when they go face primary voters in the next cycle, they'll say, you voted against impeaching Joe Biden? Don't you know that Joe Biden is the stone cold devil? How could you possibly do that? So this is a vote Kevin McCarthy doesn't want. Hopefully for him, they can drain a little of this passion out by pummeling Adam Schiff for a while, a convenient pinata. It helps Schiff win the California Senate primary that he's in, and it helps Republicans feel better. So it's the kind of do-nothing work that we have come to expect from Congress.
Yeah, but there's a big, I'm sorry, go right ahead.
No, go for it.
There's a big difference. Trump was impeached twice on very specific allegations of illegal conduct. Here, the Republicans disagree with how he's handled the border. It is a humanitarian crisis there. You can disagree with policy all you want, but impeachment is about really bad acts that are bad for the country, and disagreeing on policy is one thing, but it doesn't qualify for impeachment.
So we're talking about two different things here. So when we first talking about Adam Schiff and censoring, I think that's deserved. I mean, he lied to the American people. Now, I know that we're all used to politicians lying to us, but he's looked at the camera multiple times over 2 years and said that he saw intelligence that Donald Trump was linked to Russia. His campaign
can see evidence, quote, in plain sight on the issue of collusion. Pretty compelling evidence, Adam Schiff.
It was just a lie. And Durham has even said so, that there was no basis to start Crossfire Hurricane. We'll go through the Durham stuff, Joe. I know. So I don't think it's retribution as you introduced this segment. I think that it's deserved because he lied to the American people. What's worse, as somebody who spent a long time in the intelligence community, to lie about intelligence that you saw, and people believe you because you were the head, you were the chair or the ranking member of the Intelligence Committee, and you lied about what you saw. So he deserves that. On the Biden impeachment front, we dealt with this whenever they announced the Trump impeachment articles. I was in New York at the UN General Assembly. We were about to announce some major things on Iran that Europe was actually coming to our side on, that we had fought tooth and nail for, and our press conference turned right into Russia, Russia, Russia. So I can tell you how frustrating it is.
Let's also go back to Scott's point. I concur with what Scott said about the severity of the impeachment charges against Donald Trump. But Congressman Sherman brought impeachment charges in the summer of 2017. Al Green did in November of 2017. Congressman Cohen did in December of 2017. This was long before the other charges against Donald Trump. They were not about Ukraine. They were not about the election. These were charges just because they didn't like Donald Trump. So Democrats started this in 2017.
3 times, only 3 presidents impeached in the history of the U.S., and it's like, here we are again. The framers wanted to make this hard to impeach and remove a president.
Yeah, but those prior efforts didn't work. But the 2 efforts subsequently did work. And so that's a big difference.
You don't know that this one's going to work.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.